Hey guys, Ed here. Welcome back guys to Models and Beer. Guys, we have part 3 of our M984A2 HEMTT wrecker built by Trumpeter 1/35th scale. This is part 3 to our build. We're going to have many more parts ahead. But today we are going to be putting our sub-assemblies into our main frame. Okay, that's sub-assemblies that we've done on the first 2 videos make up the frame that we're going to be putting together today. Okay, I'm not sure how tricky this is going to be. It might be super simple or it might be very, very tricky. And the reason I say that, guys, is we have our 2 frame members. All our sub-assemblies that we've made go in between these 2 frames. And if we are off either way on this frame, it could mess up our entire build. So I think, the rest of our build kind of depends on what we do today in this video. We need to make sure everything is square. If we are just a little bit off as we build up on this truck, that little bit off could turn into big off as we get bigger or go higher. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we need to be dead on today on with this, what we're doing with this frame. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, it could go super simple. Maybe everything just locks into a certain spot and it's tight right there. But I find a lot of times when you're dealing with 2 pieces and things in between, it always has a little bit of give. So we need to make sure that we are dead on doing. So let's go ahead and let's get these cameras flipped around. Let's get to work and let's see how we make out with this. We'll be right back. All right, these are the 2 pieces that make up our frame for our wrecker, the main frame. And this is what we're going to be putting our sub-assemblies into that we worked on the last 2 videos, okay? These are going to be set up somewhat like this, and all these sub-assemblies are going to go through the middle. Let's go ahead and take a look really, really quick, guys, at the detail on these. Check that out. I mentioned this in the unboxing, but I don't think you could really see it at that point because they were still in the sprues, and the sprues are like super busy, but I am really impressed with the detail on these. Very nice, right? And here's the other one. And yeah, once we get these things painted and we add some panel liner to these, they are gonna pop. They are gonna look like super, super cool. So, all right, guys, let's pull up that instruction sheet and let's see where we're gonna start. All right, we have a lot going on here, guys. I'm not going to be explaining a whole lot of this because it would just take up a whole lot of time trying to explain everything. I'll just give you the gist of it here. These are our frames right here, and then this one is this guy here. And everything in between are the sub-assemblies that we built in part 1 and part 2 of our build video, okay? We do have a few more things we need to put together that are going to be attaching to like the outside of the frame and such, and we've got some more pieces here that we're going to be putting together, and I'm not going to be touching a whole lot onto that during this build. I'm just going to do it and get them into place just to save time. But this would be a great time to download that PDF if you're interested in following along with the instructions. You can simply look at what I'm doing on the instructions. I'll put the PDF download in the description. It's a free download, and it is the instructions that you're looking at here. So you'll be able to follow along with what I'm not talking about. So I guess we'll go ahead and start off with like C22 and get that into place, and we'll work our way down. And we got some pieces that are going to be going onto the frame, and we're going to add those as we go. So, all right, let's get her done. All right, here is our C sprue, and we're looking for C22. And where is C22? Right here she is. So let's get this cut out. And what we're going to do here, guys, is, oh, excuse me. I still got some cleanup to do on this frame that I just noticed. Let's get these off of here. All right. And we got them on this one too. Let's go ahead and get these off. Okay. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put, this is going to go in here like such. And here's where I was talking about, guys, where we got to be careful. If this thing that we're putting in is, you know, this too far this way or too far that way, when we put this frame together, it is not going to be square. So we need to make sure, as we're moving forwards on this, that we have everything where it needs to be. And so I need to make sure that's going to be in there, but yet it's going to be level, like that. And so we're going to be doing something like that. So this piece right here, let me see something here. Okay, so let me get a little bit of glue over here. Let's get this piece into place. This other side, I'm not going to glue yet. We're going to glue that after everything is put in. But this piece here, I want to go ahead and get this fastened, because I am happy with where that is at. We'll give that a couple minutes to set up. Okay, that sat up a little bit. That should be enough where we can remove this piece now. So this piece here, I'm comfortable knowing that it is straight and will fit into its corresponding hole here when we go to put this other side on. So let's continue on, guys. Let's find our part here. A6, and that's going to go right into this frame here. It looks like there's 2 holes waiting on it. So where's A6? Here's our A6. And this is one that we had put together in yesterday's video. And so everything we're going to do, we're just going to build it up on this one, and then when we're all completed, we're going to take the side here and we're going to put it together and hope everything lines up. All right, so let me see if I can get us zoomed in just a little bit. So it looks like, from what I'm seeing here, this is going to go something like that. I know it's hard to see with my big old stubby fingers in the way. Yeah, right like that. So let's make sure we're in the right holes here real quick before we commit. And I do believe we are. Okay. And that piece locked right in. That's what I was saying about Trumpeter's parts. I mean, they fit tight. It stuck right into where we needed it to go. we go. Get some on this back side here. All right, how about that? All right, so we got 2 pieces in. And let's see here. There we go. We need to construct this piece here, and then this is it here. That is it. This is it here, and it's going to be going to the outside of the frame. So let's construct that really quick. A4 and C86. All right, here's the pieces here. And this is pretty simple. It's just going right into this hole right here. Need to get me a new bottle of glue. I'm starting to run low here. Okay. And again, I'm not sure if this needs to be at a certain angle. The directions doesn't show it. It just shows it as an arrow going in, as you can see here. So, I mean, that looks pretty close, I guess. Hopefully nothing's going to be attaching to that, maybe. But it does have a little nub there where it looks like something's going to connect. And my only fear with that is, guys, like on the other piece we dealt with earlier in the build, is if this is, you know, it could be far forwards or reverse, you know, and not centered, if that's going to affect a part that might be going on to that. So I don't know. Anyways, like I said, it's not showing it and it's not keyed, so I'm assuming it's not going to be a major deal. All right, so this guy needs to go where now? Because this is it here, and this is our piece here. Oh, okay. So it looks like this is going to go like this. There's just so many holes in this thing that you really need to look a third time sometimes to make sure that you're going into the right holes, because hang on. Is that right? Okay, got it on there. I just needed to, it was, my big fingers was having a hard time pressing those in, or finding the holes, I should say. So it was just easier to do it off camera. That way I'm not running this video too long and making it an hour long. I want to try to keep these short. So anyways, okay, we got our A6 piece that we constructed on, our C22 piece, and then we just added this piece here, the A4 and C86 that we just constructed, and we got that into place. So let me let's mark off what we've done just so we don't get confused here. All right, so this is done, this is done, this is done, and so we have to construct these guys here. Those are going to be going to the inside of the frame. So let's go ahead and get these done. Those are, we need C77, J24, and yeah, J24, and then K23, and then K27. So I'll be right back. All right, got it right here. And it does look like we want to get this one lined up to match this side here as far as with these brackets that are sticking out. There we go. There we go. That looks pretty close. And then that is going on this one here. And let me pause this while I try to figure out where this goes. All right, here's those tanks that I just built, guys. I just did that off camera just to save some time. And here's the other one here. You didn't miss much. It was just, you seen it in the instructions and then just gluing it to the frames. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into these sub-assemblies, guys. We are going to kick things off with part, let's see here, A8. We need A8. Here it is. And this is it here, and then we're just going to work our way down, okay? I'm going to do this in time-lapse just to kind of speed it up a little bit. And then once we get to the end of this, we'll go back and we'll discuss if there was any situations or anything, all right? So we'll be right back. All right, there we have it. Everything is in place. I had no issues as far as getting everything to land in its home, and I think everything is pretty much straight. And we'll know for sure once we go to put this piece on, but I don't see that we're going to have any issues. So I am going to do this off camera, guys, only because it's going to be very fiddly as far as getting all these attachment points into its proper hole here. And I guess the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to just start at one end like this and just work my way down until I get down to the other end. That's my game plan anyways. And hopefully everything fits as it should and everything is lined up and hits its mark on this one with no issues. So like I said, I'm going to do this off camera only because I'm going to be all over the place and twisting things around, and it's just not going to work on camera. So let me go ahead and get this on here, guys. Wish me luck, and I will see you when it's done. Okay, guys, it was a success. It went together quite well, actually. Everything seemed to have lined up. And here's what we ended up with for our 3 days worth of work. I'm happy with it. So far, no issues, no problems. Like I said, everything seemed to fit nicely. Yeah, so everything went really well. So we're going to end this video here, guys. This completes the frame assembly, right? The first part here, this is all completed now. Oops, let me highlight this piece here because this is done also. And this piece is done. So we've completed all the sub-assemblies, and all our sub-assemblies are in place. We got our frames together, and we are ready to move on. Okay, guys, there you have it. That completes part 3 of our build. So far, everything is coming out great. I am super happy with the results up to this point. I have no major issues to discuss. Everything went together well and as it should. And we're going to pick this build back up again, guys, on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I should have another video out when we're going to be getting into our sub-assemblies for our wheels and suspensions. We'll get more into that on the next video, but I'll just give you a sneak peek here. This is what's coming up next. And I got to get back to work, so my days are over. My days off are over, unfortunately, until next week. And then we'll get back into it again, okay? Guys, once again, thank you guys so much for following along on this build. I'm excited to share this one with you. I am super stoked about it, and I'm super happy with the results up to this point. Can't wait to get back to it again next week. And so we'll leave it at that, guys. Everybody have a great, safe week, and I will see you back on the next one. All right? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.